Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Sharon and I have a video for you. So this video, as the title says, things you should know before coming to work in Turkey as a nanny. So I get so many people ask me about nanny jobs in Turkey. What should they expect and how can they go about it? So I think I'll make about 2 or 3 videos about this, and then we will close this series. So this will be the first video, and this video I'll be just going through the basics. I did this research, so I have a lot of wonderful information and I'm just excited to share it with you. Okay, so before we start the video, if you are new here and you haven't subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you want to know any more information, just hit me up on my Instagram. Okay, let's start. Number one thing you should know, that if you want to work in Turkey as a nanny, you should have a residence permit. So even if you don't have a residence permit, at least you should have made an appointment for residence permit. So okay, but also before we continue, this video should go to people from Uganda who come here and then they want, or they are still there and then they want to come here to look for a job as a nanny. So I've seen some, I think, Ugandans, Kenyans, people from Ghana and Ethiopians. Those are the main countries I've seen who work as nannies or babysitters in Turkey. So I haven't seen other nationalities or other Africans. But also I've seen Filipinos. Yes, Filipinos are actually really popular to work as nannies or house helps, you know. Anyway, let's get back to the video. So you should have a residence permit, or you should at least have an appointment for your residence permit, because you should be legal in Turkey for you to get a nanny job. Okay, because most families, the first thing that they will ask you when you do an interview is like, do you have a residence permit? And so you'll be like, no, I just have a residence permit appointment. So that means you have appointment. Later on you will get your permit, because you should be legally a resident in Turkey. Then they will want you to work for them. Another thing, so if I look down, I'm looking at my notes. So most people come from the Arab world and then they'll be thinking that it will be the same situation, how they were being treated in the Arab world to Turkey. But no, it's not the same. Things are different here. And yeah, so let me just go through all that very fast. We don't want to make this video too long. So number one that is different. Okay, another thing that is different about being a nanny in Turkey is the salary. The salary in Turkey is better than the one in the Arab world, in Dubai or Oman. So most people, I'll just talk about Ugandan shillings, because mostly I did the search was about Ugandans. So, but if you want to know, for example, the salary, the minimum usually is about 4,500 Turkish lira, 5,000 Turkish lira, and others and 6,000 Turkish lira. So that in Ugandan shillings is at least 1.5, 1.8 or 2 million Ugandan shillings. So yeah, it's definitely better than in the Arab world. So that is the salary. Is, I think for most people it's actually okay, since you're living with these people, you're not paying rent, you're not paying any bills, so it's fine, I think. But you know better. It depends on your situation, because people are different. Some people will be like, no, that is not enough for me. Others, it's okay for them. So please, don't come for me in the comment and be like, oh Sharon, that's little money, what can you do with that? But when someone is talking like that, maybe they're probably living in the US or living in Europe. So please, this is for my African people, okay? Another thing that you should know about being a nanny in Turkey is that there are two types of, like, there is sometimes when you make an interview or some jobs listing, you will see that they include, I need a live-in nanny, I need a live-out nanny, stay out, something like that. So this means living, it means you will stay with that family, you will stay with them, and then you live with them in the same house, and then you probably will have your own bedroom, okay? And then live out means that you will be living out, you won't live with them, but you'll be working for them. So you go there in the morning and you leave in the evening, according to the time you guys agree with your employee. Maybe someone says, I want someone to come to my house every day at 8 a.m. and they leave at maybe 7 p.m. or 6 p.m. Okay, so that is live out. You just go there, do whatever you're supposed to do, and then after that go back to your own place. So those are live in, live out. Another thing that you should know is day off. I don't know wherever you're coming from, if you please, especially people coming from the Arab world, they are used to coming here. No, they are used to working in wherever they were working, where they work for a whole year without a day off, and then they try to do the same thing here. Please don't change the system. That's what most people are complaining. I saw this actually on TikTok, but let me tell you one thing. In Turkey, if you are working as a nanny, you have 1 day off in the week, or it can be the weekend. 1 day off, that's 24 hours. You're not supposed to work. You go on that day, you go out of your workplace, that's if you're living in, and then you go and do whatever you want. You relax, you go somewhere to your friends. If you also have maybe a home, you go there for like 24 hours, and then the next day you go back to your work. So you have 24 hours day off. And then because of Corona, some people don't want a 24 hours day off. They be like, just be off maybe from 9 in the morning till 6 in the evening, or 8. That's all. Come back to us later on at night. Don't sleep out, don't sleep there, don't sleep outside, you come back home. So some employers are like that because it bends. Remember guys, you're all adults, okay? Here no one is going to, like, no one is forcing you, like no one is telling you you can't come back at this time. Like, you and your employer, you have to agree, you have to talk like big people. And this especially goes to my Ugandan people. Don't be shy, don't be naive. It won't work, okay? You have to talk, be confident, yeah, okay? So day off. And then also on your day off, your employee is supposed to give you money. Your employer, wait, was I saying the wrong thing? So your boss is supposed to give you money for transport. So some people give 50 Turkish lira, others give 100 Turkish lira on your day off. So every time on your day off, they give you money. That money is your transport, okay? So it's supposed to help you move around, because you remember your salary comes at the end of the month, so you don't have any money. That's why that day off money is really important to help you move around. And another thing about day off, by the way, some people actually get the jobs in other cities, because remember, when you're coming from maybe Uganda, you come to Istanbul, then you live in Istanbul, then you get a job in another city. For example, you get a job in Izmir. So sometimes in Izmir, you don't know anyone there. What do? You can't have your day off. So you can agree with your employer that instead of having 1 day off in a week, you can work the whole month, then you have 4 days off. You go back to Istanbul if you have the finances. It's usually not that expensive, I believe. Then you go to Istanbul, to where your friends are. You be off on holiday for 4 days. When the 4 days are over, you go back to your workplace, and then you do that every month. So it depends on what you can agree with your employer. You have to talk. That's what I said, you have to talk. Another thing also about nanny jobs in Turkey, you don't sign any contract. So guys, no signing contract, okay? You don't sign a contract, but the people are good. They will pay your money every month. You should take your money every month, okay? Because you're working for them. So every month you should take your money. So you have no contract. So you can't be like, oh, I have to work for this family for one whole year. If you're comfortable, if you feel okay, you can work for them 1 year, 2 years. I don't know. It depends, what on you. And then some people will work 3 months for one family, 3 months for another, 6 months. But it depends on what they are looking for. Just know what brought you to the country. You're like, I came to work, I want to better myself, so you work. When you get a job, please work, and then you save your money, and whatever time you finish, and then you can go back to your country. Like, if it's enough time you've spent, you're like, you know what, oh, you've saved enough money, let me, now it's time for me to go back to my country. So yeah, so there's no contract. And yeah, but don't forget, you should always renew your residence permit, and this is done by yourself. You have to renew it yourself every year, but you do that before it expires, okay? So there's some agents that help with that. They do all the paperwork for you. You just pay them some money. And then another thing you should know is that the families in Turkey, they are nice people. They're generally nice people, okay? So they will treat you like their own family. For example, you won't be discriminated, like, oh, don't sit near us, don't sit with us on the table, don't eat this, that kind of stuff that happens in the Arab world. Like, a lot of things happen. I watched so many videos, I read stories, and the things that people go through in the Arab world, in Oman, Jordan, in those countries, Egypt. Can you imagine? Egypt is in Africa, and they have the audacity to treat our people like that. Anyway, let's get back to the video. So the people here, they treat you very well. They are kind, they're generous, they're kind people, they're loving people. So if a family, you make a connection with, how you make connection with someone. So also work with jobs or working, usually you make connection with the people. So if you have a good connection, you're positive energy, you're always smiling, you're laughing, you're hardworking, they will definitely love you, and you will make a good connection, and whatever you need, those people will provide it for you, because they will be buying for you clothes and stuff. They will be like, you won't lack anything. That's one thing I can tell you. So the people are really good. They don't discriminate. Actually, I saw some job ads. They were like, we're looking for someone as a family member. We're looking for someone to be a big sister to our little girl or our little boy. So yeah, this is the last one. So when you get a nanny job, the agencies here, for example, if you got your job from an agency, they won't take money from you, or they won't take commission from you every month, like when you work. No. If you see an agency like that says your first salary will take 50% or 30% or 80%, please run. Don't even use them. There's so many agencies. So what you should do, when your money, what the agencies do is, when they're getting a family, they get for you a family to work for, and then you guys agree the money. So that's the money you will be getting every month, okay? The money you agree. You don't pay an agency. Instead, the agency is paid by the family to get for them a worker. So when they employ you, the agency gets some money from the family. But for you, your salary comes as you guys agreed, okay? When you agree a certain amount of 5,000 Turkish lira, for example, every month, and 200 Turkish lira for day of money, that's 50 Turkish lira every week. That is the money you will receive your first month, second month, till you stop working for that family, okay? Yeah. And I think I have talked too much. I will do a second video about this, and the other video I'll be doing how to apply for a nanny job, or how to get a nanny job in Turkey, you know, or babysitter job, those kind of jobs, how to get them. So that will be my next video. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in another one. Bye.